Hello students, welcome to our revision class. Today we are going to revise about electrical energy. So, as you all know, electricity is used for various purposes in our daily life. To power lights, fans and air conditioners, or to store food in refrigerator, to iron clothes, for television, computer and even phones that you are using now. But have you ever thought of that where does this electricity come from or how is it generated? Now let us learn about that and let us revise. The first form of getting electricity is by water, second by fossil fuels and third by our energy resource that is the sun. So students, now let me ask you a simple question. Which of the following these items uses electricity? Can you guess now? First one is the fan, second one is the wooden chair and third one is your electric kettle. Can you guess? Yes, of course it is the fan and electric kettle. So these are the two objects that uses electricity. Now let us get into our topic. As you all know, electricity is everywhere. It is used up for heating up, yes, and it is used to give light to reduce darkness at night, and it is used to cool things, for example, fridge. So, the first thing that we are going to discuss is of water. So, moving water can be used to produce electricity, and this type of electricity is called hydroelectricity. The first thing that I'm going to revise you is about the small thing that is the turbine and how electricity is generated. So now please watch this part. Can you see the small picture that represents how we are getting electricity? The first thing is water flowing from the height. Can you see the water is flowing from the height? Yes, flowing from the height is used to turn a turbine. So when it comes with a force, what happens is the turbine, can you see the turbine there? It is like a fan-like structure and this turbine rotates. A turbine is a large wheel with blades. It can be turned using different methods. Here it is turned because of the movement of water. Now, the turbine is connected to a generator. Can you see there? Yes. This generator is a device that can be converted the motion of turbine into electricity. So electricity is transported to various different locations using these power cables. So this is how the hydroelectricity is being generated. So water stored in a height has a lot of energy. So this has been done in many places or various dam structures. So this is the best example of water that can produce electricity. And this type of electricity is called what? Yes, hydroelectricity. The next thing and this can be generator or stored. And the next thing we are going to discuss about is of solar panels. So as you all know, energy from the sun is known as solar energy. Solar energy can be used to generate electricity using some special devices. Like, can you see the device right here? Yes, this is called solar panels. So, when we talk about solar panels, this panels helps the light from the sun's rays is been converted to an energy. So solar energy can be converted to electrical energy using special devices called solar cells. Can you see this? So these are called cells. Many solar cells are put together to create a solar panel. The solar panel can be placed on the rooftops of the building or houses to generate electricity. So many solar panels in a large space makes a solar power plant, for which the electrical energy can be transmitted using power lines. So this is how the solar panels are used. I can give you a small structure. It is not in your portion, but just see this one and how the electricity is converted. So these are the polar collectors where the solar energy is collected here, and then it is superheated where the heat energy or the light energy is converted into your electrical energy. Using the grids, that is the power cables, we get electricity. So this is one of the, yes, can you tell me what is this? Yes, this is one of the electrical energy that we can get from the sun. Next one is of fossil fuels. When we talk about fossil fuels, as you all know, fossil fuels is like, for example, coal, petroleum and natural gas found under the surface of the earth have energy stored in them. So when they are burnt, they give a rise to a lot of heat energy. When they are burnt, they gives, as I told you, it gets lot of heat energy. The electricity is generated using this energy at thermal power plant. Can you see this picture here? So this is the power plant, one of the thermal power plant in our country. So electricity is generated using this energy is called thermal power plants using coal. Okay, so majority of our electricity is produced in India is by thermal power plants only. One of the best example is Nilgiri. So there you can see how the thermal power plant is done. So the next one is, as you all can see, coal is mined from the earth. As I told you, coal or many other fossil fuels are underneath our earth, is been restored, and there it has been transported to the power plants. So at the power plant, the coal is burnt in a furnace of heat water till it turns into steam. So this steam has lot of energy in it, and it can be used to turn a turbine. See, in every part, if you look at cleanly, the turbine is the main thing. So turbine is the one that generates electricity. Okay, so when you try to move the turbine, what happens here? Yes, the turbine, yes, it rotates and your electricity is converted. And this is using a generator. So the power lines helps to get the power to our home. Okay, so these are the best examples and the methods of how electricity is been produced. So as we have produced our electricity, we need something to transfer to our homes, right? The first one is grid, or you can use solar panels on the rooftop to get your electricity. So using the grids and from the powerhouse, it has been supplied throughout the cables that they are using, that is the grid, and this wire covers the long distance area. Okay, so from the grid, electricity reaches homes, office and other buildings through a network of small and shorter wires. So this is what we have discussed in this video. First, we learned about what are the sources of electricity. The one is water, that is by hydroelectricity, fossil fuels, that is thermal power plants, and sun is solar power plant. Okay, so these three are the main resource of electrical energy that is brought to our house. Okay students, so that's all for our video. So all the best for your exams. Thank you students.